A long time ago, a small town in Massachusetts turned upside down due to overlying fear of witchcraft in use among the town's citizens. What was to come from these fears were a set of witch trials that put the accused almost always to death. In contemporary literary work, these events would not be made more famous than by Arthur Miller's play The Crucible. This sole work showed the injustice that these trials bathed themselves in, and brought our attention to a world that existed not that long ago. A world where innocent until proven guilty did not exist. Today's topic is a video game that touches on a world similar to the aforementioned. Just what could this world without equal courtroom treatments need to see some justice? This is a puzzle that cannot be solved alone. A 4-year wait from announcement to localization, now the whole world can enjoy the perfect crossover. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. The Professor Layton series alone is most famous for its countless puzzles and beautiful animated cutscenes. The Ace Attorney series alone is most famous for its electric courtroom drama and elongated plot twists. Both games, however, have unforgettable characters, amazing storylines, and unstoppable iconic protagonists. The gameplay itself was not a pure crossover. The puzzles of Layton were too involved compared to Phoenix Wright's logic and text-based progression. The two gameplay styles would alternate in the game to not alienate the player. Both series also mesh together so well because they are both heavily story-driven. In the game, walls of text flood the screen and the player, but that's a plus as well, as much of the humor is delivered flawlessly in the text. The game does not delve deep into each series' lore, but so many original, memorable characters, as well as an unforgettable setting, are thrown into the mix. Fans will not walk away disappointed. To be honest, I adore both series, and without spoiling anything, I got pretty emotional multiple times during my playthrough. The story is easily the strongest part of the game. But with that being said, if you are not that familiar with either series, some of the emotional impacts or humorous references to past games may fly over your head. But to me, a crossover has 3 golden purposes. From a business standpoint, it's to draw the fan of one series to the other. From another standpoint, it's pure fan service. But the biggest reason that any crossovers exist at all is a purpose much bigger than all of that. It's to create new dilemmas and resolve them in an unforgettable way. The full satisfaction of a crossover comes only from the protagonists working together to accomplish their goals. A crossover, above anything else, must create a brand new story that people will remember from years to come. No, I will never get tired of beating up Wolverine as Ryu in Marvel vs. Capcom. No, beating Sonic as Mario in 400-meter dash will never fail to make me laugh harder than ever. But because this particular crossover does not have one series overshadow the other, and instead tells a completely brand new, perfect story that fits in with either series, mind you, the perfect crossover for me is Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.